Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to do a little bit of algebra with the trig function we've covered, the 6 trig function. Before we do that, a quick reminder. Let me get my pen in order. Here we go. Alright, so we know we have sine x, of course. Alright, we have cosine x. These for me are the two basic functions. And then we have cosecant x. Cosecant x is just the reciprocal of sine x. Okay. We have secant x, which is the reciprocal of cosine x. We also have tan x. Now tan x, if you look at the notes, it is sine x over cosine x. Okay. This is true in right triangle trigonometry, and it's also true in trigonometry of any angle, because it's just y over x, and y over x is, here I can show you that right now actually. You know, when you say it's y over x, well, you can say it's y, you can divide both sides by the same, it's a fraction, right? So you are allowed to divide both sides of a fraction by the same quantity, right? So you divide by r. And so what do you have? You have y over r divided by x over r, which is just sine over cosine, okay? That's why. Alright, so, and cotan x, well, cotan x is the reciprocal of tan, and it's also cosine, okay? You just flip the fraction. Cosine x over sine x. So you need to know that. This is fundamental. Here's something else that you have to know. Let me make a little bit of space here. Here's something else that you have to know. You have to know that sine square x plus cosine square x is equal to 1. Okay, but we use that in various ways. Sometimes we just use it like that. Sometimes you need to solve this equation for sine square x. Okay. So the sine square of x is going to be 1 minus cosine square x, which factors very nicely, okay? This is, let me get a color, this is a squared minus b squared, right? So it is a plus b, a minus b, so it's 1 plus cos x times 1 minus cos x. Very, very typical to do this kind of work with, from this property right here. It's all very typical. Or you can do the same thing with cosine square x. So you can solve this equation for cosine square x, and you would find 1 minus sine square x, which does factor to 1 plus sine x times 1 minus sine x. Okay, so these are the basic operations you have to be very familiar with. This is just trig, okay? This right here is just trig, while this is trig right here. Okay, this is trig, this is trig. Well, this is trig, but this is really not trig. This right here is algebra. Okay, this is algebra. It's kind of thing to do with trigs. All right. Okay, let's see how to apply that. So I'm gonna cover 2 of the examples you have to do on the homework. On the handout number 2, the last 4 problem, it says to simplify the expression to one of the 6 trigonometric functions. What does that mean? That means this right here is going to be equal to either sine x or cosine x or tangent x or cosecant x or secant x or cotangent x, one of the 6, okay? Which one? How do we do that? How do we show which one? Well, let's see. First, you know what? Let me try to make this a little bit bigger. Oh, no, not here. Come on, right here. Here we go. All right. Still not clear. Whatever. It is fine. Okay. So let's see how we can do that. So one of the idea that works pretty often, and I'm gonna write it here, is rewrite. It's not always the best. Rewrite everything in function of sine and cosine only, okay? Only sine and cosine only. And after that, what you do? Oops. Only. And do some algebra. Do some algebra. That's it. Sometimes it's very nice to do it like that. Sometimes it's going to be brutal and not pretty. And there are other ways, but we need more formula that we haven't yet seen. But we really need more experience more than anything else right now, okay? So let me show you how the technique works. It's not a bad one. Rewrite everything in function of sine and cosine. So here we go. Let me write the expression. So I'm not going to touch that. It's sine. I keep it. Sine x. Times. Now, this parenthesis here should have been, right here, and I close it here. Should have been maybe a bracket. Cosine, I'm not going to change it. Plus sine, doesn't change. Times 10. Okay, so 10, if you check what it is, 10 is sine over cosine, all right? Right here, sine over cosine. Okay, plus, so sine, let me make room for my fraction bar. Times sine x over cosine x. Okay, and then what? That's it. I'm done with the trig. This was the only trig step. The rest, well, there will be one more. But the rest is really, there will be two more actually. We'll count them, okay? The rest is algebra, okay? Let me show you what I mean. All right, so what's going on here? What's going on right here? Well, you have a number that multiplies a fraction, so you can write it like that. AB over C, same thing, because actually this is the same as A over 1, right? Okay, all right, let's do that. So this is equal to the sine of x times the cosine of x plus, so sine times sine is sine square x over cosine x. I hope you followed. All right, then what do? Well, then I have to add these two quantity, okay? There are two fractions. Here's a fraction and here's, okay, if you don't see the fraction there, go ahead and write over 1. How do you add fraction? You know that. This is an old stuff. You need a common denominator. That's going to be my common denominator. Therefore, I need to multiply this by cos x, and you know that you have to multiply also the numerator by cos x, okay? So, let's see what we have. We have sine x times, all right, what's going on right here at the top? You got the cos square x over cos x plus sine square x over cos x. Well, I have a same denominator. That's what I just did before, right? So, of course, I can rewrite the sum as one fraction. Actually, right here, I really don't need the bracket anymore. I'm going to keep it. Okay, as one fraction with the same denominator. And at the top, you have cos square x plus sine square x. Okay, these steps. Okay, where am I right here? These steps were all algebraic. Algebraic step. That I've done only algebra. That step was trig, replacing 10 by sine over cosine. That's trig, that's not algebra, okay? Well, I guess even that is debatable. That's it. So now, let me create a little bit of space here. Yep, not you, get away. All right, right here. And so now, I'm almost done right here. Sine square plus cosine square, you have to be able to recognize that. This is just 1, okay? So you have sine x times 1 over cosine x, okay? Which is the same as sine x over cosine x. Therefore, this is just 10x. And that's it. I have exhibited my trigonometric function the given expression was equal to, okay? All right, so that was one. I'll do another one if you want. Let me see. Should I do this one or this one? Actually, they're very similar here, right? Yeah, they're very similar. Or should I do this one? Oh, let me get rid of this 19 right here. Okay, here we go. I'll let you do this one. There's a, you have to, I don't know, you'll see what you have to do here. Oh, maybe I should, no, I don't know. Let me see. I'll do this one. Here we go. Why not? Okay, make it bigger. Here we go. All right, let's make sure we have plenty of space. Let me see. Yeah, maybe I should do it. We'll see. Doesn't have to be that big. Okay, here we go. All right, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So what's going on here? I'm going to follow the same idea, which is replace everything in function of sine and cosine. So you keep this one right here, you keep this one, and you have to replace this one, okay? So secant is just 1 over cosine. 1 over cosine x minus cos x over sine x. Right, okay. Okay, so right here, I want to get rid of this denominator right here, right? This is a bit cumbersome, a fraction over a fraction, I don't like that. I'm going to do something I've shown you before plenty of times. Okay, I'm taking both sides of this fraction and I'm multiplying by the denominator, so it's going to be gone. Now everything will change, of course, but I won't have the denominator. So what is that equal to? Okay, you got to distribute here, right? You distribute. So it is 1 minus, so cosine times 1 over cosine is 1. 1 minus cosine square, don't forget to put the square right here, over sine times cosine. Okay, what is going on here? Right, let me look at it. I'm looking. Got it. So what is 1 minus cosine square? Well, if you look at, again, that's something you really have to be familiar with. If you look at this right here, 1 minus cosine square is just right here. See right here? 1 minus cos square is just sine square, right? So 1 minus cos square is just sine square x divided by sine x over times cosine x. And now let's do some algebra. Simplify, and you see the function that's coming, right? So you have sine x over cosine x, which one more times equal to 10x. Okay, they're not all equal to 10x. But this is how it works. All right, U-turn, finish the other two, please.